I went there for breakfast one time, and every time I looked at my plate, there were flies.
All right, welcome back, guys.
Hello.
We're doing this episode of the podcast, and really, this was probably a mistake because we're doing a tier list on fast food restaurants, and I'm fucking starving.
Do you know what? I'm
so hungry.
Before we came here, I made sure I had something to eat. I was like, I can't sit and talk about food.
I saw your post on thing about which burger is your favorite.
Oh.
I just saw a picture of a smash burger, and now it's like all I can think about. Just consuming like a triple layer smash burger.
I've just spent the morning waiting in for the meter guy, and he'd never arrived. So I just sorted out loads of stuff to put on Vinted. Like, took loads of photos and everything. And then I came downstairs and I was like, oh my God, I'm absolutely famished. I was like, I'm going to go and do a podcast about food. I need to have something to eat. So I had a really flat, soft naan bread with some mozzarella. I microwaved it for a little bit so it got soft.
Yes.
Put some hummus and some of that rubies.
Oh, yeah.
Delish.
Right, so unlike you, I haven't prepared.
Wow.
And I had 2 cups of coffee and some spicy water this morning. So that's where I'm
That's just
at.
pooing power.
But yeah, so I'm absolutely starving. We're going to review some fast food. Fast food and fast casual dining. Is that what the technical term is?
Yes.
But it's like your Weatherspoons or Beefeater. Also, for the Americans, you'll recognize some of these as they are international chains, but some of these you also won't get. So I'll try to give an American sort of counterpart for what these are. But yeah, so we're gonna do S tier, which is like best of the best. You know, you could eat it every day. Supreme. That's what it is. Superior. S, and then the one below that is A, B, C, D, E, and then we have fuck right off for F, which is just, it's never acceptable to go eat there, and we actively do not hope that you do that.
I like that you've done the colour coordination the other way around, though.
Yeah, so red.
The worst.
Yeah.
Red for the best.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep it fresh, really. Everybody knows what this tier list generator thing looks like. Everybody's favorite YouTuber does it, so.
I've never seen it before.
Have you not?
No.
Ah, right. So we've just picked Jodi up from the old folks' home.
Yes.
Never
They've
seen
let
the
me out for the day.
Yeah, so it's your classic tier list thing, and we'll take a screenshot and we'll put it on the Instagram. So let's just get started because I'm hungry and I want to live vicariously through these. I guess we'll start at the beginning. Costa Coffee.
Costa Coffee. I always enjoy Costa Coffee.
I don't really. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not bad. It's basically what it sounds like, guys. It's like a Starbucks, but over here they have like multiple different Costa Coffee.
Costa Coffee, yeah.
What would you? I would say if you're comparing it to Starbucks, which is like I think the king of.
Not in my eyes.
You think Costa's better?
Yeah, because I don't have to take out a mortgage to buy a coffee.
It isn't as expensive, is it? And they do
To be fair,
pretty
Costa,
good. I do like their baked goods.
Yes, so they do like a breakfast roll and a coffee, which was, I'm pretty sure about this time last year, it was like £3.50 and is now $6.99. So me and Andy went the other day and I was like, bleh, not having that, I'll just have a drink, thanks. And they do a banging chai latte.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've not had it. Okay, we'll say, you say B?
Yeah, let's go B.
B. We don't want to start voting too high too early.
We can move them around.
Yeah.
Strong feelings.
I don't want to commit.
But we're also going to have opposite feelings about things.
We will, and we'll have to like sort of come to a consensus.
We'll have to fight to the death, and then the winner gets to put theirs first.
This podcast will get really quiet in about 10 minutes when both of us are lying on the floor. Right, next one. I don't think we have these in the US, but Wimpy.
I didn't know. I thought they were an American thing.
No. So apparently they were massive in the UK for several years, and then they've gone down. It's like it's like a burger place, like a classic burger place. I've never been, so we'll just say from what I've heard, C. It's an burger place, really.
I think, considering neither of us have had it, that's a very high rating to give it.
D.
Yeah.
I don't want to just. That's some of those people who like leave a review on Amazon. It's like, I've never purchased it, 1 star.
Do you know what would have been good for this? Just a brain thought. was to screen record this going on.
Ah.
That would have been good, wouldn't it? Because then people can just mindlessly watch it while they listen to us discuss.
I should have done that. Well, we now know who will come up with the rest of the good ideas.
Could you take them off and start recording and then just sort of add it somewhere?
I could. Hold on.
The YouTube.
Okay, so through the magic of technology, I have sorted out a recording. I'm almost certain it's recording that screen. If it's not, I will be sorely disappointed. So we're just going to start over real quick. Costa is in B, we said.
Yeah.
Wimpy, we're going to give a D because neither of us have been.
I reckon D.
Right.
This could split the room.
I have an opinion on this.
Go on.
It's Nando's. Now, I know for whatever reason, Nando's in this country gets this god tier spot, and I don't get it.
Agreed.
It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong. It tastes good, but I don't get the, rabidness of it.
I can take or leave Nando's.
It tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
I would say
you and I can make better chicken.
Yeah, it's a nice restaurant, but it's like I don't know. I don't get the hype around it.
No.
It's like
it was a thing for a while. You don't really hear it anymore, but it's more said in like mockingly.
Yes.
But yeah, it used to be like the lads in the deep V t-shirts that had been to the gym, they'd go for like a cheeky Nando's, and that was this whole culture.
Yeah.
But I can take it or leave it. Personally.
We'll give it a C then.
Yeah.
Very
in a pinch.
meh.
In a pinch, if you're desperate for some semi-dry chicken, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Now this one, I personally have mixed feelings about, but Taco Bell.
I've only had it once, and it was a very, very good experience.
So Taco Bell, generally when you're eating it, you're like, this is delicious. I know it's going to fuck me up later because I'm going to be sat on a toilet and nobody's going to want what I'm about to have to experience. But the food while you're eating it is nice.
See, I didn't have a bad experience after either. So
did you not?
All good for me.
We'll say Taco Bell in terms of big name fast food places is definitely, I think, A or B.
Yeah,
I'll say B because more often than not, I mean, I've been multiple times and
I'd have to have it again, I think.
Yeah. This one, I know my dad has very strong feelings about Krispy Kreme.
See, Krispy Kreme is good. It's not bad, but there is one that isn't actually on here that I feel a lot more love for, which is Dunkin. Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't like Dunkin.
We can't
I don't
friends.
like Dunkin.
Why don't you like it? The coffee's delicious.
I just think... I don't know. I just don't like them.
Oh.
I don't like Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not a big donut person anyways, but I don't know. I get the same vibe from Dunkin' as I do like Tim Hortons.
Blasphemy.
It's
How
just
dare
the same
you?
to me.
See, Tim Hortons for me would be F.
Yeah, I don't really... I mean, I've been to a Tim Hortons all the one time. It's not on here, actually. But Krispy Kreme, I'm going to say their coffee's pretty good, and their donuts are pretty god tier. I feel like they're not what they used to be.
Yeah,
I feel like they're living off reputation.
The first time I had Krispy Kreme, it was like this epiphany, because I'd only ever had like dry Tesco's ring donuts or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the donuts are decent. See, I wouldn't rate the coffee as much.
We'll say C then.
Yeah.
Very Nando's, very meh.
Yeah.
It's all right. Papa John's Pizza.
S,
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would absolutely agree with that.
And
I love Papa John's
I've
pizza.
not had a Papa John's since
Papa bless
June 2019.
Wow.
I can remember the exact date because it was
pre-COVID. You've not had a COVID Papa John's.
Because we went to Cleethorpes for a week in a caravan when Terry was 9 months old, and we ordered Papa John's in the caravan. It pissed it down all week, but that was like pure
British
joy.
holiday.
But when me and Andy lived in town, we lived around the like here to the co-op.
Oh, right.
So we could get them delivered really fast, really hot, like perfect. That was like the Saturday night hangover.
One of my favorite things about their pizza is their crust.
And
it is
the butter.
Yeah, the garlic butter you get with it's delicious. All right, we knew that this one was going to come up. Everybody on the planet has an opinion about this. Mickey D's.
What's yours?
Admittedly, I don't go to fast food places like McDonald's very often at all. And when I do, I don't order a McDonald's from I don't order a burger from McDonald's. I'm in the mindset, and we're about to get onto it, but I just think Burger King has McDonald's beat in terms of burgers.
And chips.
Wow, that is a controversial statement. Because I was going to say, the one thing that McDonald's does well is their chips. I mean, they need to be French fries. They need to be hot. I think once they turn cold, they go into like...
Just wet noodles.
Yeah, it's very flaccid is the term I would use.
See, personally for me, McDonald's, I would give D or an E.
Yeah. And especially with how much it costs now.
Yeah.
Because you used to be able to do like, we call it like the dollar menu.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they used to have a pound saver menu or something. I don't know if they still do.
I mean, whenever I go to McDonald's, McChicken. That's my go-to at McDonald's. If I have to go to a McDonald's, it's a McChicken.
I must say, though, I would never, ever turn down a chicken nugget from McDonald's.
That's true. Their chicken nuggets are, I would say, second to none.
I like to eat all the batter off the outside.
And I know... I'm sorry.
And then just eat the chicken ears just in the ketchup.
The chicken ears
yes,
in the... Just the mushy, like, grey...
But I'll nibble off all the batter stuff first. It just makes it last longer. It's like eating pudding with a little spoon.
I mean... Okay. So...
The Happy Meals used to be $1.99, I remember as a kid, and now they're $3.59.
Yeah, it's insane.
And you get a shit... Right, whoever did... I'm getting vexed about this now. Whoever thought it was a good idea to give children toys made of cardboard is an absolute
They break
moron.
Immediately,
yep.
Surely.
They can't assemble them, so I have to assemble it.
Yeah.
And it breaks straight away because it's made of cardboard.
It's flat pack for
Not
kids.
even cardboard, probably like paper with a little...
Cardstock.
With a bit of starch on it.
Right, so with that little rant, I actually think we give it E.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely fallen from grace from what it has been. I feel like McDonald's used to be the go-to. It was always cheap, pretty okay, but now it's expensive. It's still kind of meh.
So, you know, at Meridian, there's the Hollywood Bowl and then there's the 360 plate. In between that, there was like a really small unit and they put a McDonald's in there. And that was the only place I ever had when they sampled the supersize thing over here.
Oh, right.
I drank like a bucket of milkshake and was just like, I need to take some big breaths.
It's a lot of cream.
Yeah, we didn't get that for very long.
Right. This one I have strong feelings about as well. Dominoes.
Okay.
They are shite. Dominoes is shite. It's absolute
An audible gasp from the background.
garbage. They charge you an absurd amount of money. The pizzas are terrible.
Divorce.
They're soggy.
Why do I feel like I always have to write divorce papers for you guys every time?
Domino's is, I just, for what you pay and what you get, it is absolute garbage.
Well, firstly, you only ever buy it when it's on offer.
Yeah,
When it's
because
2 for Tuesday or 50% off.
we don't live in a tax bracket that allows us to afford full price Domino's.
Oh, see, I became a lover of Domino's because we never used to have it.
Don't get me
because
wrong,
of Papa John's.
used to love Domino's.
We would have Papa John's, then we moved away from town and would have Pizza Hut delivered. But then Pizza Hut stopped delivering near us, so we started having Domino's.
I genuinely was like, which one is Domino's?
Domino's, and yeah, so we rate Domino's. And when I was pregnant, they brought out a spicy pizza. And when I was pregnant, I was mad for spice. And it was just lathered in this sauce. However, my only qualm was one time we had it and there was so much sauce. I picked up my slice and it all just sort of went, and just fell suddenly off. And I was like, wet bread. No.
So I'm prepared to give Domino's a fuck off. But because what would you give Domino's?
If we've got to have a meet in the middle situation, then it's got to be C. Because
Okay.
I love it that much.
Okay. All right, I agree with that. We'll put it C
Kind
for
of
our
nuts.
differing opinions.
I'm gonna say
No,
something,
Meg's
though.
not allowed to
I'm
give her
coming in.
opinion.
I'm coming in. Hi.
Coming in.
I'm going to say something that's going to upset both of you.
No.
I've never had Papa John's.
Okay, go sit back down.
You
What the
can-
hell is wrong with you?
You can leave.
This is
That's what you
disgusting.
get for marrying a country bumpkin.
Yeah, there we go.
Never left the village.
This place is called The Woods.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of The Woods, you get an F. Burger King.
So
S tier.
I had not had Burger King up until probably 2 years when Terry was at a preschool on the other side of town. We got it. We went there one day and I was like, What?
It's a revelation.
Yeah.
It is the best burger.
I think that probably also aids in my anti-McDonald's feelings.
Yeah.
So
Burger King.
Yes. No
S
further
tier.
discussion required.
When it comes to the two big boys, Mickey D's and Burger King, the two like all time, it's got to be Burger King.
And the fries are superior.
They're delicious.
I'm taking Terry there after school today.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's one of the few places that I think puts the right amount of mustard on a burger.
Oh.
They absolutely just lather it with mustard. My mouth is watering. I genuinely want a burger now. Right, we've got Mix Chips.
Mick, as in
Michael.
Michael.
CKS. It looks like a fish and chip place.
Mixed
We'll
chips?
give it an
nope,
F.
not for me.
Chicken Cottage. Have you ever heard of that? Never heard of it either. Great. Frankie and Binny's.
Do you know what? They've gone up. They've definitely improved. So they used to be at Meridian on a Friday or Saturday night. Everyone in the UK would go to their local Frankie and Benny's.
Yeah.
And it was okay.
Yeah.
They also did breakfast, and that was kind of shit.
Right.
But recently, we've actually been going there as a family quite regularly.
Yeah.
I say it as if we go every week. We don't. But they do. For starters, one of the best amaretto sours I will ever consume.
Right.
And they've got, I think they're just really reasonably priced, and it's good quality food. Even if it's just ping meals,
Right.
It's very well done, and I really like it. I'm probably coming across the right Philistine, but I rate it quite highly.
So I think Frankie and Binny's is in the US. I know it's like New York sort of style themed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is in the US, but for those of you who don't know of it, it's sort of like a cross between like a Chili's and a macaroni grill. It's, it's fast dine-in casual, but it's not. Yeah, when we went, we've been a couple times and I really enjoyed it. I stole their sauce pots, still have them, still use them every day.
They recently, I don't know if they're still doing it now, they had like a £5 menu, and you could get a entire like crispy chicken burger and fries for £5.
I had low expectations going into it because I thought this is going to be like a Witherspoon's type experience. So I'm going to say A.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
And their garlic mayo is fantastic.
And their garlic bread.
Yeah. Another hyped up one, Greg's.
Greg's gets a good score from me because it's just like UK like treasure.
Yeah, it is.
But it has become very expensive.
Has it?
Yeah.
I've not been in one for ages. Greg's is a bakery here, a chain bakery, and they do sausage rolls, just
savoury
about
baked
anything.
sandwiches, hot drinks, cold drinks, and then like a few cakey items.
Yeah, it's
we'll
in the
never
way
have a
that
cakey item.
in the way that Starbucks is a coffee place that also sells baked goods. Greg's is like a baked goods place that also sells like coffee and other drinks.
And I tell you what, a Greg's coffee is decent.
I do like a sausage roll, and I think Greg's is very good at filling that void when you just need like
It's a good quick snack.
Yeah,
Which
the pastry does go
snack?
everywhere because it's so flaky. I would say A or B.
Do you remember that video where that person's trying to say a buttery, crispy base?
Oh yeah,
And
it's
flaky or
the
something.
husband and wife, does it? And the old guy just couldn't. And she's like, Bill,
Yes.
it's buttery,
Proper like
flaky
you.
crust.
She's like, Jack! Oh my God, flaky!
Buttery biscuit crust. Jack, it's flaky. Say flaky.
And he's just like stuffing his face, going a buttery, crispy, flaky.
He's just having a breakdown. And then she tries it and she can't do it.
She
Yeah.
fucks it up straight away.
So what do we want to say? B then or
Yeah,
A?
get
B?
a B from me.
It would have been A if they hadn't have got more expensive.
Yes.
There we go. That's what we'll say.
But then
This-
you could say that about everywhere because everywhere's got an expensive.
I know. It's
quick and easy and
Yeah. We'll
for
give
that.
it a B. We'll say next one is Harvester.
Megan's got strong feelings about Harvester.
Now, Megan used to work at a Harvester. Harvester is similar to like the Chili's vibe. It's very much a fast casual like chain pub, sort of similar to Weatherspoons.
They do an enormous breakfast, but I've not been there for an evening meal
Yeah,
for a very long time.
last time I went to a Harvester, I got a what did I get? I got that.
Check in.
What's that beer that's from Spain or whatever it is? San Miguel.
Oh yeah.
I got a San Miguel and it tasted disgusting. It tasted like sugar water.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It was terrible. The food was meh.
So that's the breakfast. It's a very, very large
is a big
breakfast, and it's like £9.
I want to say C or D.
Let's go D, because I've not had enough experiences with the main menu.
It's not great, but it's not. I don't actively hate it.
No.
But I wouldn't be like, hey, you should go to Harvester. This is great. Yeah, you'd nenever recommend it to somebody.
I think if you're not going to recommend it to someone, like below
C or below, yeah. Jamie's Italian.
Never been.
Now, I know this is Jamie Oliver, the famous TV chef.
Oh, I like to call him Jamie Oiliver.
Oiliver.
Oil on everything.
Don't like it.
Kids can't have a pizza.
I live in the Gordon Ramsay realm. Gordon Ramsay's my, God tier chef. He's the one, I think he's everybody's God tier chef. He's
my friend really fancied him.
He's a badass. I mean, I would say I've never been to Jamie's Italian. I know British people don't like him because he got rid of your turkey Twizzlers.
Mother. I liked him when I was much younger. I had one of his cookbooks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a chocolate tart that I never made, but I always like looking at the picture.
We'll say E.
I enjoyed it visually.
Megan got a good gig.
Do you know what she's doing? She's pitying me over there. Oh, Jodi.
All right. KFC.
Kufka, very nice.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, I didn't realize it was as popular as it is over here.
I really like KFC.
Huge. I knew it was it's big in the US. Everybody loves KFC, but it is massive around the world. Huge in Australia, Japanese.
Yeah,
for
they have
Christmas.
it in Christmas, don't they? Yeah.
So I mean, it's KFC. What more is there to say? It's good fried chicken.
I'm gonna go A. Because
Yeah.
I've not had a bad KFC experience.
I really can't argue
The
with
mash
that.
with gravy is delightful.
Their chicken sandwich is also not that bad. It's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if you remember the chicken sandwich wars of 2019,
No.
2018. Some solid wars. A few places people say came out on top. I personally think Popeyes came out on top.
Not had a Popeyes.
You guys just
We've
got
got
one,
one,
though.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I've not been to this next place, but I've heard about it. It gives me Turtle Bay vibes. Los Iguanas.
Ooh, Los Iguanas.
Which is sort of like an on the border for my American listeners. It's like a Mexican,
It's a bit of a
South American.
Chiquitos,
Yeah.
Turtle Bay type.
They do cocktails, Mexican food.
Yeah, big
They've got
chain.
the little bar. Yeah, chain. So,
It's okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Very middle of the road.
I'd say C.
C? Yeah, I'm happy.
But then
with
I don't feel the same about Los Iguanas as I do about Dominoes.
would you
that's
say
because
you
we
like...
we had to
come to the
We
middle.
had to A to D.
Yeah,
didn't
because
we?
I'm offsetting that
Yeah.
because I'm happy to put it in F. So,
Gosh,
Uncle Sam's Burger Express? Is that what this is?
never heard.
Never heard of it. We're going to put it in a S or F. Pizza Express.
I have been one time and it was a very, very, very good experience.
Megan and I have been a couple times. Other than the price, which I know we keep bringing up for a lot of them, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Pizza was good. They had a nice selection.
Yeah.
I really liked the design and the sort of aesthetic that they go for. So I'm happy to put it A.
Yeah, and the staff are really, really sweet as well.
Yeah.
I have to sort of factor that in, like how someone treats Terry when we go out to eat. Some people are very hostile to children in eateries.
We went to IKEA once.
Yeah, that's the one we went to.
Yeah, we're the one up near the IKEA.
Yeah.
And spent all morning shopping in IKEA. And we got to the end and I was, Meg will attest, I was hangry.
Oh no.
I was so hungry and we were originally gonna just go back home and eat at home. But
That's a 45-minute
I had
drive.
such an attitude. Meg was like, we'll just go, do you want to go to Pizza Express? We'll go eat now. I was like, yes, Mom.
You've got
So
a bad attitude.
Yeah, so I was so hungry and
Talk to me.
it was great.
Again, I know how that feels. I'm the
It tasted incredible. It was delicious.
And you'd be like, do you need something to eat?
Yeah. Have a Snickers. You're not
Yeah.
you when you're hungry. Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I think it's all right, to be honest. I like Papa John's more.
Yes. It gets an A from me.
I was going to say B. Because it's good, but it's not it's not meh. I do like it, but it's not...
Wouldn't be your first choice over Pizza Express. If you had to choose between Pizza Express.
If I'm eating Pizza Express, somebody else has made that decision. Or, sorry, if I'm eating Pizza Hut, somebody else has
B
made
then,
that decision.
yeah.
Starbucks. I love a Starbucks.
Oh,
I know they're expensive,
I knew it.
and I know, I need to get my hydro flask and put my hair in a ponytail, but
And not pay taxes.
I do like Starbucks. It is incredibly expensive, but it is nice.
Ask him what his order is.
Let me guess what his order is. Americano.
What is it? A venti Americano with 3 pumps of simple syrup.
What's simple? simple. That is sugar.
Simple syrup is just the non-flavored syrup. It is
so
just
sorry to
sweet.
blow my nose right while we're recording. Take that, food people.
It's how you feel about Starbucks.
Yeah. Blow
How
my
do you
nose.
feel them? How would you rate them? Because I would
I'd
happily give Starbucks an A.
I would rate them a D.
So we'll meet in the middle. We'll say B.
No.
C?
C, fine.
All right, because you did really love Domino's, and I brought you way down.
Yeah.
So we'll say C for Starbucks.
I think if we can't agree, it has to be C, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I've got a controversial opinion on this next one. Subway.
I love Subway.
Let's go! That's what I wanted to hear. I was so worried, because I feel like so many people... Sorry, and also I'd like to apologize for everybody's ears.
We did bring a seal in for that moment.
So many people, I feel like, shit on Subway.
I love Subway. Do you know what I don't love? It's now £10.
It's
for a
so
foot long.
expensive. So we can't keep coming back to price, because we do keep saying
But I'm
that.
going to.
It is expensive. You're absolutely
But
correct.
in terms of...
What
eating-
happened to the $5 footlong Subway? What happened?
Yeah.
That used to be, and my dad and my mom and my brothers will all attest, when we would go on vacation, we'd drive to my grandma's or drive to go see my mom's parents, and it would be the longest road trip, and Subway, you could always count on Subway. We'd always stop, you get this giant fuck-off sandwich, you cut it in half, you eat the first part while you're starving, and then about 3 hours into the road trip later, you finish your second half.
Dessert.
It's second sandwich. It was the best.
David, what's your Subway order? Go.
Subway order is turkey, the works with veg.
What bread?
Oh, it's got to be the regular white Italian bread. And then extra mustard, jalapenos, cracked black pepper. Close that bad boy up. I'm ready to go.
What sauce you having?
Mustard.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
That's
mustard.
it. Yeah, yellow mustard.
And do you have crisps or a cookie?
Crisps.
What
yeah,
flavour?
I'm a savory boy. It's got to be salt and vinegar.
If you had to have a cookie, what flavour?
Their white macadamia nuts are pretty good. Yes, okay. Their white macadamia.
Like a little old lady there.
Their white macadamia nut cookies are very nice. I will give them.
Yeah, that's my
And
go-to.
they will put them in the oven for you if you want them warmed up. So yeah, I am very happy to give Subway an S because I have many good memories of Subway and road trips, and I love their food. And you walk into a Subway, you smell that bread.
You smell a Subway before you enter
Oh,
a
you
Subway.
smell Subway before you see
You
it.
can be like, there's a Subway nearby.
We're 300 yards from the Subway.
Yeah, you don't
Beep,
even
beep, beep.
need like a sat-nav for a Subway.
So Subway, I would say, is S.
Yeah.
The next one we don't have in the US, but very popular here, Wagamamas.
I've only ever been once. Went on a girl date with my pal. It's alright.
I like Wagamama. I'm gonna come back to price again. It is expensive, but it is good.
It is good.
It's it's Asian Oriental?
Yeah.
Just general, it's not like
Yeah.
one country.
I don't think so, no.
It's not Korean or anything. It's
No.
like Japanese. It's got like, it does gyoza and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but it's sort of like a fast food, nice sit down Asian food place, which I
I'd say
really
B.
like. Yeah, B. Really happy with that. Good food. Bit upset about the price, but then we have been for all these. I would just also like to say how evenly spread out this is, by the way. Normally you end up getting, they're all S or they're all terrible.
Yeah. Well, so
Right.
far.
A divisive one. Weatherspoons.
Oh, I thought it was the Weight Watchers.
I know this is because Witherspoons is usually a different name because they're all like pubs.
Yeah.
They don't really have a logo that they use.
No. So
Wetherspoons in the UK is a British institution. It's basically the McDonald's of pubs. But they don't have like a unified branding. It's like sort of each one is designed based on where it is. And I think they usually look quite nice inside.
Yeah.
But
I've had a lot of experiences in
the menu is always the same. It's, mostly food that's been heated up in a microwave, but you do know what you're getting, and it costs absolutely nothing. This is definitely one of the places where they get a good check for price. I went into the Corn Exchange, £2 for a pint of Shipyard.
Do you know why it's so cheap in there? Because they don't have a music license.
Oh,
So they don't play music. So they can charge us.
I don't care whether they play music or not.
I'm paying to myself.
I'm paying £2 for a pint of Shipyard. Yeah, I'll sing that. I'll sing that and pay £2 for a pint of Shipyard.
But yes, I've been going there since before it was legal for me to be going in there.
Yeah, they are an iconic restaurant.
They were well known. The one in Leicester specifically that I used to go to, the High Cross in Leicester.
Yeah.
They were pretty famous around my circles of friends for never checking ID. So as youths would go there and get steamboat willied on very little money.
So I like Witherspoons. As far as quality of food, it does leave a lot to be desired. But you're not going to a Witherspoons for a 3-5-star meal.
No, you'll go Wetherspoons when you're starving for a jacket potato.
Or you're in a place that you've never been and you don't really trust the other offerings. You're like, oh, it's a Witherspoons. I know what's on that menu. I'll grab
it's
something.
a boomer's dream.
Yes. I'm happy to give Witherspoons A or B.
Oh, that high. I would have said C to D.
No, I definitely like a Witherspoons.
Okay.
It is a solid choice, I think. I don't think you can go wrong. It's not quality, but I feel like you don't go into Witherspoons and you're disappointed.
You don't go to a Wetherspoons expecting Michelin star quality.
But I think that's why you're never disappointed. You go to a Witherspoons and you always go, I paid a lot less for that than I would have elsewhere.
You walk into a Wetherspoons and go, my expectations are already very low.
And so everything is a plus.
Okay, B.
No, yeah, we'll say B.
Yeah.
We'll say B. Somebody didn't throw up on me. I've had a good time.
Yeah.
This one, Wildwood?
This one in Lincoln. I went there with my sister.
Wildwood pizza pasta.
Yeah, good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
C.
C. All right, we're taking Jodi's vote on that. People have used the logos and it's on a black background, so I can't.
I'd never heard of it before. Lincoln.
Ed's Easy Diner.
Ed's Easy Diner. Oh my days, their malt shakes are dreamy. They used to have one in the the Shires.
This is like a steak and shake for those of you in the US.
But the milkshake's incredible. The food, E.
Is it?
D.
D? Okay. E.
Yeah.
I've never been, so you are the sole...
Yeah, the food isn't fantastic. To give you an idea, it shut down very quickly in Leicester.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, yeah. So E seems fair.
Yeah.
Here's one I am very familiar with. TGI Fridays.
And what's your feelings on TGI Fridays?
I don't hate it. I've had pretty good experiences there.
Okay.
I want to say TGI Fridays is one of the few places that caters really well to people with dietary restrictions. Or that might be Ruby Tuesdays. But yeah, TGI Fridays, I'm not upset with it. I mean...
It's okay for a chain.
Yeah. It's very...
It's the Pizza Hut of American-y...
Yeah.
Trying to be American-y foods. C even, maybe. C or B.
Yeah, I'm not going to fight you on a C, to be honest. Now, I have very strong feelings about this next place.
Same. I hope we have the same feelings.
Five Guys. Let me just say, great burger, not for fucking 15 quid. And now, I know we've moaned about price, but good
This is
God.
obscene, though.
It is a joke. And they try and make up, yeah, but you can have all the toppings you want. Unless you're going to give me 8 jars of jalapenos.
And an entire cow.
And an entire cow. There's no reason why this burger, without sides, costs £14.99.
It's funny you say that because a very good friend of mine has a food van down there. And she actually messaged yesterday talking about prices of stuff. And the prices that she was saying, I was like, think about Five Guys and how much, because they do, my friend does like a burger and whatnot.
Yeah.
Full of toppings, really good, like freshly made in front of you.
Right.
No more than £6.
Fair.
And I said, you think about how much Five Guys, an entire chain, are charging for one burger.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely
No, thank
not.
you. Also, I was really excited to try the milkshake and I hated it. I really didn't like
Wow. I feel like that is one thing
texture.
that people always say they like is the milkshakes.
It reminds me of a milkshake that I got from a milk machine where the milk farm is. They do like these pre-made milkshakes.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the first ingredient is that like xanthan gum.
Oh, a thickening.
Yeah. And so as soon as I tasted it, I was like, that's all I can think about now. And that's just, it's like drinking glue. I hate the texture of it.
I'm happy to give Five Guys a D.
That much?
I just think, and I know we've moaned about price, but they take the piss.
I'd go
E. It is, oh, right, E. Yeah, I won't fight you on that. It is comically expensive. It is almost to the point where it's like, what are you charging for?
Yeah.
Um,
And there's no bells and whistles outside.
There's not. It'd be one thing if they were like, you can
get your own peanuts.
I don't know, it's unlimited refills with milkshakes or something like that. It's just, they charge for everything, and it's almost like, we're going to charge a lot, and people are going to pay for it anyways. And it seems people do. And it's not a bad burger, but it's way too expensive.
Pretty sure the one at Meridian has like a little stand thing where you can put some peanuts in a bag. If you want
Yeah,
some.
yeah. They have those big sacks of peanuts and
I
everything.
mean, imagine walking past there with that as an allergy.
Oh,
Because everything's cooked in peanut oil, isn't it?
allergy to looking at the bill. ZZ's
This
Italian.
one gets an A or an S from me.
That
That is one of our family favourites.
Is it? Do you go to the one in Meridian?
We go to the one at Foss Park.
And it's all right.
Yeah.
I've been to ZZ's once, and it was a very meh experience.
That picture that I showed you, that sharing board that me and Andy had, that was Easy's.
I'm going to say A then. I'm going to take your judge. I can't give it an S as I've not been there.
That sharing board.
Yeah.
So there's like the pesto bruschetta, the courgette fritti, which are incredible. The arancini, and it was like in a cheesy dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Their pizzas are always really spot on as well.
Now,
And it's reasonably priced, and I get a discount.
a very British restaurant, Toby Carvery.
Shrug.
It's a very meh. It's you know that meme of the guy at the carvery table and he's like, crazy weather out there, and it's like filmed in the 90s and he looks very like red in the face and awkward and like nobody wants to talk to this guy and he's just like, how are you? And like he's trying to strike up conversation at like a meat table
Oh,
and it's just so awkward.
yeah.
That's what I feel like. when I
Well,
think
there
of
was a
Toby
big
Carvery.
one on the way to like Enderby Narborough, and that's now a Miller and Carter because it just shut down. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
where
say-
the closest Toby Carvery is from here now.
E.
Yeah,
It's a very. I feel like
I couldn't tell you when I last went.
if I went into a Toby Carvery, I wouldn't be shocked to find out they're not meeting health and safety standards.
I went there for breakfast one time, and every time I looked at my plate, there were flies just.
See? Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna say F.
Ooh!
To be honest.
Gosh.
Pret. Pret is another Costa-esque.
In America, no.
We don't know. Pret a manger.
Pret a manger. I don't think I've actually ever.
It's like a Frenchy cafe baked goods.
Is
They
it
do
like
nice.
a more kind of
Yeah,
pasta?
it's sort of like a stuck up Costa.
Yeah,
It's if Costa was done by the French.
yeah.
basically. I will say I like their hot sandwiches.
I've just seen what the next one is, and it's tickled me.
I've never seen this one, so I'll be curious to see what you think. Where do we think for Pret? Price wise, they're all right.
I think they're a bit more spenny, aren't they?
Yeah.
D?
D, yeah, I'm happy
Fill
with
that space a little bit.
Yeah, fill that space. Spuds you like. Spud you
Did
like.
you like? Yeah, it's just jacket potatoes.
Jacket potatoes or baked potatoes for the US listeners.
Yeah, we
I,
like to
yeah,
dress
so
that
they
up.
formed an
That's okay.
entire restaurant around a baked potato.
Mm.
Is it all right?
It's okay, yeah, there's one
It's
in
a baked
Leicester, I think,
potato.
still. Or it might not be there anymore, but
So
it's
what would
been
you
there for-
C?
Maybe D, because I literally have had it like a handful of times.
I mean, it's a jacket potato.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out to eat and you're gonna spend money, you don't get a jacket potato.
when you can buy an entire sack of potatoes for like £3.
When I feel like a jacket potato is what you eat when either A, it's the end of the week and you need to go for a food shop, or two, you just like have nothing else for lunch.
What, at home?
Yeah.
Jacket potatoes are a very underrated meal, thank you kindly.
Okay. All right. Well,
D.
D. Okay. This one, Leon.
I've never had it.
No idea. Don't
Is
know what it is.
Coffee. I think it's like a
Possibly.
coffee burgers. Don't know.
Little Chef.
I've not had it enough to
I've
use.
heard only terrible things about
Well,
Little
then.
Chef. I'm gonna say E. It's like a service station type restaurant, but very much not
Yeah.
good. Oaxaca?
Heard of it.
I don't know.
No.
We're gonna say fuck right off.
Itsu.
Itsu, which I love their frozen section
Yeah.
gyoza.
They have
really
a
nice.
restaurant at Foss Park where you can eat in.
Is it good?
I can't remember if we actually ended up having it from there or not, because Andy's not big on sushi,
Right.
and they have like a lot of fresh sushi in there. But obviously, it's still
It's like a
really
Japanese style restaurant.
Yeah.
I really like their frozen
Yeah.
stuff.
Because of that, I would give it an A.
An A,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because we've got some in the freezer as we speak.
This place I have a problem with. Yo Sushi.
So
Used to be really cool. They had a conveyor belt. You sit at your table.
I'm sure we mentioned this
come
in the last
round.
episode.
Yeah, we did. And now it's shit.
So young Jodi, like under 25, would go to Yo Sushi, meet our pals, have a jolly old time, spend £30-40, not blink at all. Whereas now, I would never choose Yo Sushi
Yeah.
because their quality, compared to the place that has my heart forever, another place in Leicester, Bonsai.
Yeah.
I might as well go to a petrol station and get
Yeah.
some sushi.
I agree with that. So we're gonna say E or F?
E.
E. I don't know.
Is that Cakeaway?
Cakeaway, yeah. Do you know what that is?
I only know of Cakeaway from a pub, but it's not a brand. So.
We're gonna say no. Beefeater.
See, these last three, I would just put them all together.
They're all the same. Beefeater,
Same as
Hungry
that
Horse,
Harvester.
and Brewer's Fare, which I think are basically the same as Harvester. It's a very Chili's, Sizzler, type sit down fast food place.
It's pub grub.
Yeah.
Cheap, cheerful pub grub.
We'll
They've
say
actually got a wacky warehouse attached to them.
D. Yeah.
And you get like big families going there for Mother's Day and stuff like that.
There we go. That is actually aesthetically pleasing. We did a pretty good job of that, I think.
It would have only been made better if it was colour coordinated.
Yeah, we're going to download that, and I will have that in the podcast. Or podcast. We've had it in the podcast. I'll have it in the, Insta. Yeah. I'm really happy with that.
Mm.
Oh, so, right now...
Aside from making yourself starving...
The only thing I can hear is my stomach. I would... If you could go to any of these right now...
Right
your
now,
fingers.
money's not an object.
Money's no object.
Subway.
Subway.
Because I've not had one in that long. Or Papa John's.
I would say probably Burger King or Subway for me. It'd be one of those. Although I could do some dirty things to a Pizza Express if money was no object.
Mm. Just roll the whole pizza up and just...
Have you ever done that with the freezer pizzas?
Yeah.
You let it thaw out, roll it up, put it in the oven, and it's this giant...
The only thing I'll say about McDonald's is a double cheeseburger. I could probably do one of those in 2 to 3 bites at a push, but I wouldn't want to waste it.
My mom she will forever hold that flag for McDonald's. Double cheeseburger. That is her go-to golden goose McDonald's cheeseburger. You just cannot. Which, I get it, that's sort of like what started the whole thing. That's their
And that was it, like cheap and cheerful, nice little quick snacky stuff that's affordable. Whereas now it's like, the big Tasty's coming back with bacon.
Yeah.
It's
the McRib.
£9,000 later.
Yeah, it's just a bit much, to be honest. But yeah, where was the last, not place you went out to eat, but the last fast food place you went? Like chain, big name chain.
The last place would have been probably Zzz's.
Oh, right. Okay.
I always know because I take so many photos.
Where was ours, Meg?
Where's what?
Okay, she's not been listening.
Yeah,
Good.
Zzz's would have been the last place I ate, like we went out to eat.
Zzz's, right. I think ours was probably Chiquitos.
Yeah.
Chiquitos, which is like a Mexican place.
That wasn't on here, was it?
No, it wasn't. It should be. And if it was on here, it'd begin an A.
We were supposed to go to the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I remember you. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to the gym and we ended up at Chiquitos.
The complete opposite.
It's good. I mean, it's not... Mauricio, who's probably listening, I used to work with him. He's stone cold Mexican. He would not appreciate a Chiquitos, but that's because he was brought up with probably the best Mexican food you can
Authentic.
Having a Mexican grandma. I can't imagine what that's
taters.
like. But yeah, so as far as Mexican food goes in terms of authenticity, probably not up there, but it does sort of fill that void.
Andy had a picante beef steak there once, and it was so very good. It was like a surf and turf, so we had like a skewer of prawns with it, and the beef was delicious. However, the prawns, I'm pretty sure, were on their way out because they smelled like cat food.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I don't tend to order seafood at a restaurant like that, but I am, depending on how quickly we get the next episode done, Megan and I might be going to Reese's Kitchen.
Oh, yes.
Because their
Reese's
burgers.
Kitchen.
Oh, we got some of their burgers. Was it last Friday, Meg? Yeah, and I got the double
Last Friday. So we had
smash.
we had
The night that you had the
lunch-
smash box. Or the smash, sorry. The night that... Apology, I poked at Jodi.
You.
Hey, you! You talking to me?
Yeah, we had the chicken lunchbox on the
The
Saturday.
munch box, yeah. We had it on the Friday. Meg said the same thing you did, though. How soggy was your burger, Meg?
It was soggy, but it had been transported.
So
Yes.
I don't think it was a fault of Reese's. I
No,
think it was the fact
This
that...
is exactly what me and Andy said. The Reese's, the food itself was really good quality food. It was fresh. It was really well cooked. The chips were some of the best chips.
That's what we always get. We always get their loaded fries.
They were perfect. They travelled so well, even with
stay,
topping on.
They must be triple cooked.
Yeah,
that's
they
the
were
only thing I can think.
so good. But next time I would collect. Purely because we were probably the last delivery because we're out far.
Yeah.
So the temperature wise it wasn't the best, but flavour wise that brought it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. They are, they're so good.
Do you think we can finish it exactly 46 minutes?
We're going to finish at exactly 46 minutes so we can start the other one and I can go get some loaded
Ready?
chips.
3,
Tip.
2, 1, bye!